Bonjour, c'est Virginie and you are watching French Truly TV, your destination to truly become a little bit French. If you don't follow my blog on FrenchTruly.com, first of all, you should, because there's lots of things that don't come through YouTube. And second, you might not know yet that I have moved back to France. That's right, after spending 7 years in England and 7 years in the US, I am finally back in France. In this video, I want to share some concrete logistical aspects of moving to France, and also I want to pick your brains, your curiosity. I want to get your help and your questions on a new French Truly TV series I am planning, French Countryside Lifestyle. I say countryside because that's where my heart took me. After years in London and Seattle, I felt an urgent need of peace, quiet, simplicity, and not anywhere in the French countryside. I decided to go back to Pélussin, the little village where I grew up before moving to Vienne in my teenage years. You know, it's funny, I made a video about Pélussin last year in June 2016. Link below. I had no idea I was going to go back. Life is full of surprises. Here's some info about Pélussin. There are 3,000 people who live here. It's located in the région called Auvergne-Rhône-Alpes, east and somewhat south of France. Inside the région, there are several departments, départements, I should say, and this one is called La Loire. And no, it's not where the castles are. It's just that the river named Loire, which is the longest river in France, starts in the south of the département Loire, where Pélussin is located, and then travels northwest through France to throw itself, as we say in French, se jette, throws itself in the Atlantic Ocean. Pélussin is also part of the Parc Régional du Pilat. Absolutely gorgeous, quiet, peaceful nature. It's perfect. I will be organizing trips here for sure. I'm already planning a set of interviews with interesting local people, businesses, organization, the cooperative farmers market called La Ferme du Pilat, the farm of the Pilat, P-I-L-A-T, the cafe-restaurant owner next to my place, who I'm already friend with, artists from sculptors to stained glass, educational organizations on cinema or local wildlife, the baker who grows his own cereals, you name it. So if there are any questions you wish you could ask them, please let me know. Anything you feel curious about, you'd love to know more about, just tell me here in the comments. And I will also show you around Pélussin with my videos. The last 3 days I've lived here have just been way too windy for a pleasant sound. In the meantime, I'll share with you some pictures I've taken on the blog post. So if you're watching this from YouTube, click on the blog link. Again, any questions you may have, send them my way. And now, my move back to France. I just moved in my new place, which may explain a potentially funny sound. And please forgive the scarce decoration. I don't have everything yet, and most of my art and decoration is still in Seattle. Let's just politely say, moving back to France has been difficult from an administrative point of view. I've lived in 4 countries, so I thought I'm fine. Plus, I'm French. It shouldn't be too complicated. It seems that I was wrong. Then again, it makes sense. Simply moving from one city to another is tricky and fills up your to-do list. So of course, moving from one country to another is going to be more complicated. The hardest thing was opening a bank account. So if you're planning to move to France, make this your top priority. Unlike me, how hard can it be? Very hard. For me, the fact that I had a company in the US, not good. because they're afraid of tax fraud. Plus, a new law about tax fraud between France and the US just passed. Didn't help. My dual citizenship, my American passport, didn't help. It finally worked. But just like everything else around here, it takes time. Patience. Breathe, Virginie. I am not patient. I'm not patient. And I need to work. Of course, one cannot do anything without a bank account. It must be top of your list. My new empty-ish place, I couldn't have won this fight. Yes, everything kind of feels like a fight. I could not have won this fight without my mother's signature, even though I'm a 35 years old business owner. Why? Because of the documents they ask you. I don't have any of them. I've never worked in France. I left right out of school, and I'm not an employee since French Truly is my company. Didn't help either. Tax return any good? No, it's not in French. I don't have the internet yet. It takes time. It's plugged in, lights are on. Does it work now? No, it takes time. What about my American driver license? I went test driving some cars. Can I buy one? No. It takes time. More than time. It takes money. Because guess what? My American driver license is worth nothing here. I'm exaggerating a little bit. I can drive someone else's car for a little while, but I cannot buy or lease a car without a French driver license. Okay, so I spent 1,200 euros to learn how to drive. Wait, I already know how to drive. Oh, it doesn't matter. You got to do it all over again, which takes time. Oh, France, how I love you. How gorgeous and charming and rich and full of culture and history and literature. How fascinating you are. But man, do I miss American efficiency. Plug it in, it works. Spend a little money, you got it. Fill out a form, mail it, it's done. I am American too. Let's finish on something wonderfully positive. On top of how delightful everyone truly is here and how ridiculously cheap life is compared to Seattle, something incredible happened to me yesterday. Something I was not expecting. Now, you have to remember that I grew up here and only moved to Vienne before I turned 13. So, I go through my giant list of people to call, electricity, water, etc., and garbage. In Seattle, I would call the city of Seattle. In Pélussin, I call the communauté de communes, the community of towns. Bonjour madame, je vous appelle pour organiser la collecte de mes poubelles. Bonjour madame, I'm calling you to organize the collection of my garbage. Oui, bien sûr, pas de problème madame. Quel est votre nom? What is your name? Give her my name. Et quel est votre prénom? What is your first name? Virginie. Silence. Vous êtes allé à l'école... Oh, pardon. Vous êtes allé à l'école primaire Saint-Charles? Did you go to the primary school Saint-Charles? St. Charles? Me. Oui. The lady on the phone. You probably don't remember me. My name is Jacqueline Épervier. Jacqueline? We were great friends. Her parents were farmers, and I remember her farm, the animals, the cheese, and in fact, a week ago, I showed my mother while we were driving the way to Jacqueline's house. How cool is that? Last time I saw her, we were 10 years old, and she picks up the phone when I want to organize the collection of my garbage. And there was my other really good friend, Amandine, whose parents own the boulangerie, the bakery. Ah, the pain au chocolat coming right out of the oven. Well, I just found out my super sweet neighbor is her uncle. I'm quite happy with all that. In conclusion for today, I'd like to say it's difficult, but I'm pretty sure it's going to be worth it on so many levels. So please, please, please subscribe and give me your questions for the cool people, farmers, businesses, organizations, artists I want to interview here and please pray that I might soon have the internet. Right now, I'm relying on the library open 3 hours a day, not every day. This was your French friend Virginie helping you become a little bit French. Merci beaucoup. Au revoir.
There is so much sun. It's October 18th and it feels like it's the summer. Oof. Ça fait mal aux yeux. So much sun.